All right, here's 4 examples of using our equations that work with the keyword each. Right here on front, you see 98% of the time they are actually going to say each. I'm going to give you just a few questions that will say it a little slightly different, but we can use the word each to replace what they tell us. So we'll get there. We'll tackle that when we get there. So here's 4 examples of using these 2 tools. So these are our 2 tools, our exterior and interior equations for each. All right, so what's the measure of each interior angle? Okay, so here is my formula. This is what I need of a regular or pentagon. Okay, so I'm looking for each. So what is the measure of each? And it gives me 5 sides. So 5 is n, and that's what I'm putting in these 2 ends. So let's go ahead and show you how to use this guy. Okay, so each, and we're going to put in our 5s for each. Got to put it on top and bottom. Okay, so the top is 180 times 5 minus 2 is 3. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so I get 540 divided by 5. And I'm going to divide this by 5. And now each equals 108. Okay, so there's that type of equation. Most of these equations are going to be worded just like this. So let's move on to number 2. What's the measure of each exterior angle? All right, so we're looking for each exterior angle, and it gives us a number of sides. So this won't be too difficult, so let's go ahead and just use this tool. So basically it comes out to be 360 and subbing in 15 for n. So go into my calculator. The measure of each exterior angle of a 15-sided polygon is 24 degrees. Hopefully that wasn't too bad. All right, so a little harder here. If each interior angle of a regular polygon is 15, okay, so they give you the angle. How many sides? How many sides does it have? That means that's solving for an n. So we are using our interior formula, and we're looking for n. It gives us an interior measure. So let's show you how to use this, plugging in the 150. Okay, so each is 150. And this side will have n's. Okay, first thing I do is I multiply by n to move it to the right here. So it's 150 n. Our next step will be distribute, but I'll go ahead and do it step by step. So there's getting rid of the n. So now I'll distribute. And when I get here, I'm actually not going to move the 150. I'm going to move this over. And doing this will get me the fewest amount of steps. So if I subtract 180, because I got to do its opposite, 180n, I get negative 30n equals negative 360. And when we divide by negative 30 to both sides, our number becomes positive again, negative divided by a negative. So I'll do 360 negative divided by 30 negative. And this guy has 12 sides. So if each interior angle of a regular polygon is 150, it has 12 sides. All right, last one. Each exterior angle. All right, so here I go. Each exterior angle, and I'm looking at this formula right here, 360 over n, of a regular polygon is 18 degrees. Okay, that's a degree. That means it's in each exterior angle. We're looking for how many sides, so we are solving for n. So n is blank, because that's what it's looking for. How many sides does it have? We're looking for n. So let's use this equation. All right, each exterior angle equals 360 over n. What happens when we put 18 degrees in? Okay, so I'm going to put 18 for my angle and leave n in the equation because that's what we're finding. So hopefully this isn't too bad. When I show you, I'm just going to multiply n to both sides, and I come out with 18n equals 360. And I'm going to divide by 18. So 360 divided by 18. What did we find? We found n. And what does that mean? If each exterior angle of a regular polygon is 18 degrees, how many sides does it have? Well, n's the sides. It has 20 sides. All right, so you can use these 4 examples to help you with a majority of all of your equations that use the word each.